Hey out there everybody, welcome back to the channel, DTV59, Complete Auto Detailing and more. Today's content is going to be about a little bit more. So today, we're going to go off script. We're not going to be detailing any cars or doing any work. I have a little something that I want to talk to you all about. I want to talk about the repo man, okay? Earlier today, I was going through YouTube, and I noticed there were a few different YouTube channels with these repo guys on them. And I was just watching them, and I'm not gonna call out anybody's name because I think that would be unethical for me to do. So that I won't do. It's not a professional thing, so I'm not calling out anybody's name. But I was watching a couple of different YouTube channels with the repo guys on them and watching them go to pick up these people cars. And the way that a couple of them were doing it was that they would call the person and they would tell the person that they needed to come by for something else, that they were with some company or whatever, inspecting the car or something like that from the insurance company or something. In other words, they lie about the reason that they're coming over there. So then when they got there and after they got the keys from the people, then they would spring to them after, joking with them and everything. And hey, I'm from the repo company and the bank says you owe $4,000 and you haven't paid them. So I come get the car. Now the car is mine. Okay, so I watched them basically make jokes about it, laugh about it, toy with people. I even watched one guy grab this one girl's stuff out of her trunk and throw it. He tried to hand it to her first. She wouldn't take it, and then he decided, I'm gonna throw it. So he threw it. He said, there you go, it's over there. So throwing it. And the other guy was with him, was throwing stuff too, and they were making fun about it. They were making jokes about it, and this is the way that I see it. How can you make a joke about somebody else's hardship? How can you? Especially losing their car. I've had 2 cars repoed in my lifetime. Years ago, when I was a lot younger, I've had 2 of them repoed. And each time I've had them done, they've come and get them late at night, like early in the morning, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You walk out there the next morning, you look for your car, it's not there. You're like, and the first thing you do is your heart starts racing. Where's my car? Somebody stole my car. You call the police tell you, hey, the repo person came in and got your car. That's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. So, I was watching them clown people about it and whatnot. And I also looked at the comments that people were leaving on these YouTube pages. They were leaving the comments to the repo guys, and a lot of them were like applauding what they were doing, and it was entertainment for them. Now, a couple of these places that I looked at, a couple of these YouTube channels about repo, these guys had like 2-3 million subscribers. Okay, I get it. I hope and pray that one day I get half that many subscribers. But to get that many subscribers on somebody else's hardship, on somebody else's heartache, on somebody else's downfall, somebody else's bad luck. Now, let's get this straight, okay? Because some people, first thing, going to say, well, they should have paid the bills. They should have done this here. You don't pay, you're going to lose. They come and get it. I get that. I get that. But there are some people that fall into a hole over no fault of their own. They can fall behind. I've done it before in life. Okay? I wasn't on drugs. I wasn't getting high. I wasn't partying it up. I fell on hard times, legitimately. I was working once years ago, and I was working for this hotel I was working for, and in room service, and I made pretty good as a room service server and as a room service captain. And on each check, we automatically got 17 to 18% gratuity on the check. Well, the hotel all of a sudden decided through the accounting department, we're going to take that off. And from now on, y'all can swim on your own. So now they didn't put anything on the check. So I ended up taking people food up to their rooms that had bills of $50, $60 and handing me $2 and $3 on top of that. And that's what I was left to live off of with my hourly salary, which I'm not going to tell you, which wasn't much. Okay. You all know how much service make an hour. It wasn't much. I went from an average of $1,300 to $1,400 every 2 weeks to $600 every 2 weeks. Can you imagine what that did to me, to my account? Can you imagine? Unless you've been there. But like I say, I've been there. So we don't know. Like I said, they're making fun of these people who are getting their vehicles taken. You never know what that person is going through, what that person has been through, what's happening with them right now. It could be anything. We don't know. I mean, you know, the cost of the cost of medication these days are skyrocketing. And there are some people that are choosing either I get my medication or I eat, one or the other. You take somebody's car from them, okay, they got to get back and forth to work. They might have to get their kids around. You never know what's going on. I'm sure the majority of people, and have you seen the prices of cars now? That when you go to buy a car, now, and put it this way, what if you work, say 20, 25 miles each way back and forth? You need a reliable car. Because if you got a piece of crap, you're going to have problems getting back and forth to work. So you want to get something that's reliable. But a reliable car, they say the average new car right now averaging $49,000. The average monthly payment right now for regular cars, for just regular mid-sized new cars, $750 a month. With interest rates has gone up. That's hard. That's hard on a lot of people. But I'm finding that these repo people who are doing this are making fun about it. It's a joke to them. They're laughing. They're laughing because of somebody else's downfall. They're laughing because of somebody else's bad luck. What I would like to see, I would like the shoe to be put on the other foot and see how they would feel if somebody came and got their shit. Seriously. I wonder would they be still laughing. Okay? And never, Bobby Womack said in the song, you don't know what you'll do until you're put under pressure. Yeah, that's what he said. Don't say you'll never know what you'll do until you put under pressure. So you don't know how you're going to act when it happens. You don't. And it upsets a lot of people. And it has to. It upsetted me when I lost my vehicles. You know, it's... You know, that job, that position as being a repo man, I mean, you know, repo man, repo woman, whatever if you're in charge of, if your responsibility is to repossess cars, I get it. You know, some people, and one guy that I was listening to said, oh, I just love my job. He loves his job. You like doing that kind of stuff to people? You like hurting people like that? That makes you feel good? What's wrong with this world, y'all? What's wrong with it? It's gone. The old folks used to say we're going to hell in a handbasket. But they enjoy what they're doing. And then the people who are commenting, enjoying what they're seeing. Oh, that person deserved it. This should have happened to him. I'm laughing. This is funny. I'm falling out, you know, laughing, rolling, crying, and, you know, little crying emojis with laughing, crying emojis. I don't find nothing funny in anybody getting their car repossessed. There's nothing funny about that. That's not a joke. Until it happens to you. Until it happens to you. And don't think it can't. Don't think it can't. Our lives can be changed in a New York minute with anything. In a New York minute. My niece was in a car accident back here a couple of weeks ago. And if you saw the picture of her car, you'd wonder yourself, she had to die in that thing. But by the grace of God, she's still alive. But she's going through something right now. She can't work or anything. And you never know that something like that could have happened to people that getting their cars repossessed. You never know. But you got people that are making jokes about it. And they're laughing about it like it's something funny. That shit's not funny. It's not. I don't find anything amusing in seeing somebody else getting hurt. And I don't care who you are. Now, for those of you, let's go on the other side. For those of you who like to, who make enough money, but instead of paying your bills and taking hold of your responsibility, you like to go out to dinner and eat every week. You like to shop and buy every week. Okay? You like to go on trips once a month. I mean, I wish I could live like that, but I can't live like that. I got to pay my bills. Now, for people like that, and then they fall behind, I say, hey, you brought that up on yourself. That's the bed that you made. Now you got to lay in it. My mama used to say, you made your bed, now you got to lay in it. That's for them. But there are some, through no fault of their own, have fallen on hard times. And even for the ones who didn't fall on hard times, like I said, it's on them, but it's still no laughing matter. I don't find any joy in anybody losing their vehicle, losing their home, losing anything. I don't find any joy in that. None whatsoever. I don't find any humor in that. But there are people that do. They find humor in it. So just to say, with all that said and done, hey, never say what you'll do until you're put under pressure. And the thing about it is, you don't know what it's like until it happens to you. I want to thank y'all for listening to me today. If you like what you saw, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. My subscriptions are going up, and I appreciate that. That's because you all have been watching my videos. And I'm going to continue trying to bring you more and more videos with content, but good, positive content. I don't want to have to come again and speak on something like this again. This is my one time to air out, my I don't know if you can call it grievances or what, but the air out what's on my mind. Let me get it off. Let me get this off my chest. So I got it off my chest, and I hope that somebody may have heard what I said. To the repo people out there, you can repo cars, but you can do it with a lot more compassion, with a lot more class. What I saw was classless. It was no compassion none whatsoever. And when you sit up and say, oh, I just love my job, no, not through somebody else's expense or somebody else's heartbreak or their hardship. Thank y'all for tuning in today. God bless. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see you next time.